Vi står just nu vid foten av Storfjorden, inte så långt från starten av Fjällräven Polar som sker i Signaldalen där borta. Fjällräven Polar är ett vinteräventyr 20 mil norr om polcirkeln där vi tar ut vanliga människor på ett stort äventyr. Vi arrangerar Fjällräven Polar för vi vill visa att vanliga människor med rätt kunskap och rätt utrustning kan nog ta del av den här fantastiska vildmarken.
Fjällräven Polar är en resa i norra Skandinavien. Från Norges havskust till inlandet vid Torneälven och Jukkasjärvi. Våra deltagare som kommer från flera olika länder har ju en enorm resa framför sig i en spektakulär miljö. Vi går ju från havsnivå där starten är och stiger en 800-900 meter på mindre än 10 kilometer. Och sen så åker vi över ett av Europas största permafrostområden, Taavavuoma.
The participants for Fjällräven Polar are chosen from more than 1,000 applicants. The 10 teams consist of 20 participants from 12 countries with different backgrounds and experiences of outdoor life, all aged between 18 and 50. But one thing they all have in common is an appetite for excitement, challenge and adventure. Pitching the tent, finding ways to stay warm and comfortable, preparing food on a gasoline stove. A lot of skills and knowledge need to be learnt in just one day. Some of the participants have never even been in the snow before. Nevertheless, they will travel and sleep in this environment for the next 3 days and nights. The man whose job it is to transform every participant into a person ready to face the challenges of the Arctic climate is the former Swedish Army Major and now Fjällräven's outdoor expert, Johan Skullman.
On every tent, no matter if it's a dome, a tunnel or a hybrid, it's important that you try to read the tent's functionality. Actually, I'm not that worried. They will get good guidance and help from us, and they will realize that they are capable of many things that they perhaps don't know at the moment.
Exciting and thrilling and scary. But I really trust this group of people. We were talking about it earlier, that everybody's great and has a good attitude, and we trust the gear and we trust the guides and we trust each other, so it's going to be great. But yeah, lots of butterflies in the stomach.
And that one's fine. No, that's fine. Let him go. Yeah. Then you'll find there's a little cord for them to go together. But you need the other lead dog.
Chaotic. They are so friendly. They're so excited. They just want to run. But it's great. They're lovely. I'm really enjoying it.
Det här är då Phoebe och hon är en av de bästa ledarhundarna vi har. Det viktiga med en ledarhund är att de håller linan tight. Så de är ofta lite snabbare. Och att de kan kommandon då. Vi lär dem höger och vänster. Höger är G och vänster är H.
Ja, igår fick vi lite, alltså de berättade vad man ska göra och vad som kan gå fel. Och då tyckte jag att det lät ganska svårt. Så jag är väldigt nyfiken och hoppas att det kommer gå bra. Ja.
Fjällräven Polar 2012 startar nu!
Nu kör vi! Nu kör vi! På riktigt! Hej då!
The first day is the most demanding, both distance and challenge-wise. Uphill trails, hard winds, and a layer of fresh snow challenge not only their mental and physical strength, but also their mushing skills behind the sled.
Yes, it's great. Right now I have to stand on the left foot all the time because otherwise the sledge will go too far to the right.
Beautiful. And we're on the top of the world. This is just the most beautiful thing, and these dogs are great, and it's so quiet.
it was good. And then after I think half an hour, suddenly a lot of snow and very windy. You couldn't see a lot. You just see two people in front of you, and that was it. You couldn't see the mountains. But it was a really good feeling. In Belgium, where I live, such a weather doesn't exist.
I was thinking about you, this cold wind.
Yes, I was cold till I got this on.
I was taking on when I started.
I'm not taking this off till we get back to the hotel.
Hundene vi bruker til dette her oppe nå, det er Alaskan Husky. Så dere vil sikkert se hvis dere ser på hundene at de er litt forskjellige. Altså. Felles for alle er at de skal klare å være her ute i fjellet, for de har et dobbelt lag med pels, en underpels og en overpels. Dette er den sleden som deltakerne bruker. Den er gjort ut av bjørk, og den skal være tålig og tåle litt grann. Vi har meder ut av som heter påført plast, og under en plastplate. Når vi lærer opp våre deltakere, så er dette her det absolutt viktigste vi lærer dem å bruke. Her har vi en metallbrems som vi kan stoppe spannet med når vi legger trykk på her. Så har vi en mattebroms som vi kan justere farten med. Her skal alltid være stram. For hunden, den balanserer på det trykket som ligger her. Når de kompiser drar oss over hele fjellet, det minste vi kan gjøre, det er å sørge for at alltid det her er tight. Du kan prøve å sammenligne oss mennesker med de hundene. Jeg tror ikke vi bruker mer enn 3-4 000 kilokalorier, noen av oss som er her oppe og jobber på en dag. Jeg tror at vi fôrer hundene ut med 4-6 000 kilokalorier på et døgn her. Og så kan du prøve å sammenligne vekt. En hund veier kanskje 22 kilo, 25 kilo, og vi veier litt for mye. Så det har en ekstrem evne til å omsette det de får inn til energi og springe. Og de springer og springer av pur glede.
Finally, after 80 kilometers of travel, they arrive at Råstajaure, the first night's place to camp. But there is still a lot that has to be done before they can crawl into their sleeping bags.
Today was really great, really exciting. It was really amusing. The dogs, the sledge, just like I expected it to be. Now we're hungry, so we're going to start cooking and put up our tent before it gets dark.
Today, it's fantastic. It was a lot more difficult than I assumed. I thought, we'd go for probably 50 kilometers on a nice flat surface, but no, it was up and down and trees, and it was fantastic.
And the dogs? So now you fed them, and what are you doing at the moment?
We're just going to prepare them some breakfast. Preparing their meal took at least 45 minutes. By the time you boiled the water, fetched the water, chopped up, all the sausage meat and then the dried food, and you're like, God, it's a big job. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I don't think we'll get the tent ready before dark.
Before dark, yeah.
I was about to eat dog food just a while ago because they had dinner before we did, and it looked about the same.
There was two ways, left and right, and Masher told us. Then when you wanna go left, you say ha. When right, G. And my dogs were coming the not right way, and I said ha, and they did it. Really, really went left. So it works. It was amazing.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
Yesterday we knew nothing, and so today we know 100% more than nothing. Oh, about making fire and putting up a tent and feeding the dogs and taking the harnesses off and all the things that there are lots of chores when you get into camp. And
when I arrived in Tremoso, I heard that someone called here the paradise of the north. And also for me, it's an experience that maybe not many people have chance to have. It's so special.
Thanks for your cameras this day.
You're making your own film.
Ja.
Och det är kul att se hur entusiastiska de är fortfarande efter inte så många timmars sömn och en hård dag igår. Och ja, säkert mycket tankar om dagen som kommer också. Men de är jättetaggade så att vi ser fram emot en ny dag.
Very warm in the tent. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I'm not frozen and it's very warm.
Did you dream a lot about the day?
No, nothing. Or only dog shit. And then I wake up.
Amazing place for me, and I think for many Chinese people, it's many Chinese people cannot imagine that here is another kind of life. And also as Rohan gave us training before this trekking, how to put a tent in snow. So we really learned a lot about this. Oh, I need to put it down again.
The participants quickly adapt to their new environment, their gear and their new skills. This gives them time to enjoy their surroundings and reflect on the place they're traveling through, the land of the Sami people. Everyone has to try their best to adapt to their new team members. Working together in teams of 24 dogs and 4 participants from different countries requires good cooperation and communication, but not all communication is spoken.
it's great to have this relationship with the dogs, and it's like we can communicate. There was one time when we were going up a lot of hills and the dog would say, come on, and I would try to kick up, and when they heard me going and they could hear I was really trying as hard as I could, they like gave extra. It wasn't because I was like not trying and being lazy and asking them to haul me, but I was really doing my best, so they helped me out and lifted me up those hills. That was really great.
The change in landscape is welcome after so much white and grey. The teams travel down from the Arctic highlands to the lowland birch forests and on towards more inhabited areas.
Dag 2, Kattovuoma. Här ser vi de sista deltagarna komma in för dagen. Fantastiskt väder. Dagen har bjudit på hårt snöfall i början och nu har vi strålande sol på kvällen. Helt otroligt.
Today's ride was really fun. Going down through the mountains with all the trees, that was really good. Lots of cornering and up and down, and great fun. Although the dogs are all exhausted now, they've all passed out on their lines over there. They're waiting for their dinner, which is the next job.
We try to teach the participants some basic rules when it comes to outdoor life in wintertime. And one very crucial thing is that they really get a routine, because when they, after a hard day's work, comes into a campsite, they need to do the stuff they have to do so that they can come to rest as soon as possible. This is my drinking bottle with a cover. Filled with warm water, it becomes a radiator. Highly recommended if you are cold in your sleeping bag. This one makes it several times better. Put it close to the core. If you're cold at your feet, put them there. It's what they did in the old days.
So far I've learned so much, just the organisation skills. We've got such a small space to live and work in. You know, when we take our things off to get in our sleeping bags, nice tidy pile so we don't lose it, mix it up with somebody else's, you know, socks and gloves and everything else. So we just get in the sleeping bags, and once you're in the sleeping bags, hopefully that's it for the evening.
Godnatt!
Godnatt!
Ha det!
The cold night temperatures drop down to -15 degrees, making the trail hard and fast. Even though it's April and winter is coming to an end, the ice is still thick enough to be safe, even for 30 mushers and 160 dogs.
Well, there was a steep curve and the snow was all soft, so my sledge fell over, but I didn't fall from the sledge. So they taught us one thing: never let go of the sledge.
Even though they reached the checkpoint Sävojärvi by early afternoon, the biggest challenge is yet to come.
Now you have got in touch with your tents, actually some kind of basic foundation for your comfort. But tonight we are going to sleep outdoors without tents. We are going to more or less build up a scenery that we didn't have our tents available.
Nice. Sleeping outside I was hoping to. Counting on it. You've got to do the whole thing.
I think that would be very interesting. First, we will find a good place for shelter and build our place for the whole night.
Making a night camp without a tent in the winter is a new experience for the participants. But by trying out something that a lot of people see as somewhat extreme, they realize that snow is not as cold and uncomfortable as you might think. It functions well as insulation and shelter from the frozen ground and cold wind.
Vi fick besked om att vi skulle hitta en plats där vi skulle sova i skogen. Det ska vara så att det ligger ganska torrt och då passar det väldigt bra under en gran. Och så ska vi bygga levägg och så ska vi göra eld. Här är hotellet. Hotellet checked in the granskogen.
The participants seem more excited than worried about getting through the night. They've learned to trust their sleeping bags and the knowledge they've gained so far. No one seems to be longing for it all to be over.
Nu är det dagen för den sista dagen. Och det är väldigt tråkigt för jag skulle kunna tänka mig att kanske äta en god måltid och ta lite sauna och så släng mig på släden och så kör vi tillbaka. Det ska jag ärligt inrömma att jag har lust med för det här var toppers. Jag börjar bli över trött. Så nu är det dags att gå och sova.
Det har vært en deilig natt. Sovet gjennom, selvfølgelig. Så det synes bra. Og dette her å finne litt roen, og også finne ut at det ikke er så farlig. Å ligge her da, under et grantre, og det er ikke så farlig. Det er faktisk veldig ordentlig.
It seems like they have done beautifully. They have gone through the night sleeping, and that's of course the main task to solve. You can also see that they have solved their problems in a slightly different way. They have used their creativity and brought the child out from them and built shelters that's pretty good. And well, they wake up and they look happy, so I'm happy.
Taking off for the last stretch, Swedish Lapland is showing its best side with a warming sun, blue skies and amazing scenery, all the way to the finish line. Thanks to their good spirits, the experienced guides and the great gear, all of the 20 participants have managed to travel the 300 kilometers without any major problems. They've experienced unfamiliar yet exciting terrain, which most of them considered as extreme just a few days ago.
Wow, I heard from the army, man.
It's just been fantastic. The weather, you couldn't have asked for better weather this last 2 days. It's been absolutely amazing.
I don't think all 6 dogs will fit in my suitcase so I can take them home. I would otherwise. But it's been amazing. I just don't want to stop.
New friendships have been forged, and a lot of emotion is in the air as the great adventure starts to draw to a close. But the majority of affection and tears is kept for the real heroes here, the dogs.
I think I'm emotional now, a little bit, and I want to come back. Please stop, because I want to cry.
I love these dogs. Yeah. You guys were so brave. She's just given me a lot of inspiration because I'm an old girl too with a lot of aches and pains, and every time I've felt like, oh, this hurts in my knees or my back or something, I look at her and she's running, dragging me up and down hills with a swollen wrist, and she's just got a big heart. And Whitey's so sweet. Yeah, so these guys are...
Fjällräven Polar is a good opportunity to actually show that it is possible to take ordinary outdoor people out for gaining some experience and also some self-confidence in being out in wintertime.